Good evening, good evening, good evening. So glad to be here, as always, each and every Thursday night, right now. Bring your friends on to tonight's live. My name is Jennifer Matthews. Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. We come live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. I coach high earners how to get out of debt and dream again using my signature money system. That's what I do. I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on Zoom. What you hear in my voice is not the coronavirus. If you were here last week, I told you I had a cold. And in 7 days, textbook, which is tonight, I would start coughing. So tonight is my cough night. I don't have corona. I do have a glass of iced tea and a glass of water and a cough drop in my mouth, okay? So bear with me. Hey, Angie, bear with me. Get your sister on here because I know y'all been through a lot not related to corona and y'all been stressed out. So get your sister on here. So tonight, I have resources, free resources. Not talking about money much tonight, like just a teeny bit at the beginning, and then we're not talking about money because folks are all stressed out. And we're going to talk about stress relief, okay? So I'm going to start the slides over on Zoom. This will be put on Facebook. I'm sorry, this will be put on YouTube. I try to get it up tonight because I really want people to have this. Okay, so I'm waiting for the slides to come up. All right, so as I mentioned, this is Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. I am Jennifer Matthews, yours truly, and I'm all about creating a positive impact. I come to you live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and on Zoom. If you're not on Facebook, come on Zoom. Zoom always has the pretty pictures. Almost always, Zoom has the pretty pictures. We get the legal stuff out the way. Individual financial results may vary. Jennifer S. Matthews, Creating Financial Literacy, LLC, and any of its entities do not render financial, legal, tax, or real estate advice. Tonight, I'm going to add medical, psychological, any of that stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist, okay? None of that. I don't render any of that type of advice. This content is for informational purposes only. Do your own research and do what's best for you, okay? We have a YouTube channel. I shortened the link, y'all. We have a bit.ly link. So go to bit.ly, bit.ly/YouTube, capital Y-O-U, capital T-U-B-E, my last name Matthews, capital M-A-T-T-H-E-W-S. Go to bit.ly/YouTube Matthews. That will take you to our YouTube channel. You can also go to YouTube and type in Matthews on Money, all one word. My last name Matthews, O-N, Money, all one word. Hit the subscribe button. A lot of these Thursday nights are there. This one I'm going to post real fast. Hit the subscribe button so that you know when I post something. I go live some other times as well. And sometimes I post stuff. Watch the videos, share the videos. This is one that you're going to want to go and watch so that you can, I almost swallowed the cough drop, so that you can share and get the links. This is one you're going to go back and watch over and over again, okay? This one's going to be up on the YouTube video. Okay, so I had no idea that when I started this coronavirus thing, that it was going to be a series. I had no idea. Okay, so a few important reminders, because this is like part 4. I had no idea that this thing was going to have parts to it. Okay. You must stash cash. Go back, go to YouTube. Excuse me, 'cause I know we got a lot of new people here tonight. Go to YouTube and review parts 1 and 2 of the series. Part 1 came out when coronavirus was barely being talked about and everybody still had their job. And I was talking about how to prepare yourself, stash your cash. Part 2, people had started losing their jobs, and I was talking about what you needed to do if you weren't sure about your job, stashing cash. 10 million people have lost their job. This is not in any of the videos. If you find yourself unemployed right now and you're getting an unemployment check, this sounds crazy. Before I say it, I'm telling you it sounds crazy, but you got to do it. Set money aside from each unemployment check. I know that sounds crazy. Just $10 to $20, even if it's just a little bit, out of each check. You can get a check each week. Put $10 to $20 aside from every unemployment check. Unemployment don't last forever. And we don't know what's going to happen on the other side of this corona. We don't know what's going to happen on the other side of unemployment. Excuse me. So, hey, Gail. So, make sure that you set just $10 to $20 aside in a bank account. Don't put it in the mattress, okay? But put 10 to 20, hey, Bev, put $10 to $20 away from each unemployment check. Because you've got to stash cash even if you want unemployment. Next week, I'm going to come back and talk some more about that. Okay. Last week, we talked about the importance of starting a business. If you're unemployed, get your hustle on. Okay. Whether you're unemployed or not, whether you still got your job or you're unemployed, there's some real tax advantages to starting a business. Go back and look at last week's part 3 of starting a business at home. It's on YouTube. It gives you extra income, but I talked about how you can hire your kids, the $12,000 tax break per child. Okay, go back. It's on YouTube. Okay, so tonight, we done with the money stuff, y'all. We came to woosah relax. Coronavirus 19. I cannot believe this is part 4. When I started this thing, I had no idea. I thought it was like once and done and we moving on. I can't believe that we're in part 4 and my brain is already turning for part 5. But I'm here to serve y'all. I'm here to serve y'all. You know, if you want some one-on-one, I'm available for that too. Okay. So on the screen, it says, we're in this together. For the first time in a long time, well, the screen says we're in this together, and then it says grateful for, and there's a blank line. For the first time in a long time, and I'll say this, I have an AARP card and I've had it for a half a minute. For the first time, we are one nation under God. Because we in this together. Ain't no way around it. People are trying to act like they're not in it, but you in it. Because this thing is airborne and we breathe air. So we in it together, okay? We are in this together. So you know me, grab your notepad. Y'all gotta take notes tonight. I'm telling you, tag people, get them on here. This stuff I got tonight is free, is on the internet. I got your back, I got you covered. I've been doing the research for you. Go tag somebody, bring them on, give me some love, tell me you here. I got Angie, I got Gail, I got Bev. Y'all better speak up, let me know you here. So here's the question. How you doing? I mean, really, how are you? Angie is my partner in crime. When her sister was in a car accident, I knew how she was doing. I really knew how she was doing. How are you really doing? And the image on the screen is a street sign. You know, when you go to the corner and the street signs like this, one sign says stress and one sign says relax. How are you? Really? How are you? You know, there's some people where nothing phases them in life. I got a couple of friends like that. Nothing phases them. The sky could fall. Nothing phases them. What's going on in the world has got a whole lot of people jacked up. And that's why we're here tonight. And that's why I wanted so many people on here. I want you guys taking notes. Hey, Bev, I appreciate your honesty. She says, I'm doing okay, but it's a struggle. And that's real. Hey, Tracy. And I appreciate your honesty, Bev. A lot of people are struggling. And it's a roller coaster. Sometimes it's different every day. Some of you who know me know my story. The last 3 years have been the hardest 3 years of my life, and I'm a 20-year cancer survivor. The last 3 years have been the hardest 3 years of my life. That's some of the reason why I got so many of these resources. You okay, Angie? Okay, cool. You just like Bev. See, we in this together. Gail, you don't know Bev. And you two are you're just like each other, and y'all don't even know each other. We're in this together. Because the last 3 years have been the 3 hardest years of my life. I have these resources. And I'm committed to growing my business in a way to serve women in particular, that women don't go through what I went through these last 3 years in terms of stress and burnout. So it's one of the reasons why I have these resources. Okay, so if you're stressed, here's some of the reasons, some of the things that people are going through right now. You got your kids home. Tracy. The news and the media. You being bombarded. My cousin, I was watching some things that she was posting on Facebook. She was like so sick and tired of everybody talking about the number of people sick and dying. She was like, is anybody talking about the number of people who are surviving? And I immediately tagged my line sister. I tagged my cousin into my line sister because my line sister had just posted, stop talking about the people that are dead and dying and sick. And my my line sister had just posted the number of people who had fully recovered. And I tagged my cousin into my line sister and I said, here, you follow her. because she only posts positive things. Hey, Tiffany and Angie, I appreciate your honesty. You're doing okay today, but it's not every day. People are stressed out about their employment status. The new numbers came out today, 6.6 million people on top of last week's 3.4 million people. That's 11 million people in 2 weeks filed for unemployment. Bills piling up. How am I going to pay them? Is my job next? Loneliness. I live by myself, and now I got to stay at home too. I'm going to talk about this later. But I sent a text message Saturday night to a couple of my girlfriends who live at home. I'm like, hey, y'all, we having a virtual happy hour, BYOB. And we got on Zoom, coast to coast, 5 of us got on Zoom and had drinks for 3 hours. We had so much fun. We're going to talk about that later. Loneliness. Social distancing. The extroverts are losing their everlasting minds. Extroverts, Gail says 401ks got hit negatively. Yes, that's a problem if you're less than 10 years from retiring. If you more than 10 years or you 20 or 30 years, you're like, hey, I'm gonna make a lot of money in the next couple of years. But if you're less than 10 years, it's a problem. Social distancing, extroverts are having issues. Introverts, I had an introvert tell me the other day, I'm damn near a hermit and I'm not doing this shelter in place thing well. Social media is stressing people out. As I mentioned, my cousin, she's not liking what she's seeing on her social media feed. People are worried about the future. My nephew, senior, class president, honor society, National Honor Society, championship wrestler. He's not sure he's going to graduate. He's done all this work for 4 years, top of his class. Can't wait to get to his senior year. No prom, don't know if he's going to graduate. And Jen, I'm worried about my future. And he's 18. Whole lot of people worried about their futures. People worried about their health. And not just the people working in the medical field. Parents are stressed out. They got their kids at home, that's stressing them out, but they got to protect their kids and they got to protect their parents. Okay. Tiffany and Angie, they get updates on somebody was painting today. That would be my mother. She don't quarantine well. I only went to the store 3 times today. Like, why are you going to the store at all? You're 85 years old and don't need nothing. We got to take care of our parents. People getting laid off. How about this one? You got to stay home with your partner who beats you. Domestic violence. People are stressed out. People are stressed out. I know, Tiffany, you love her. We all love her, but she got to stay home. Or are you relaxed and calm? I have a picture here, adorable picture of 2 puppies sound asleep. Some people, like I said, the sky and child abuse. Yes, that's Tiffany's field, child abuse. Okay. Are you relaxed and calm? These 2 puppies on the screen, they are sound asleep and don't have a care in the world. And there are people out there like that. And it's not that they're not social distancing. Excuse me. They're doing everything they're supposed to do. Gail said, Gail, we're going to talk about humor. That's not funny, but that's the truth. The voice lawyers will do well after COVID-19. That's the truth. Okay. Some people are relaxed and calm. The purpose tonight is to give you tools and resources to use when you're feeling stressed. So there's actually a scale where stress comes on a scale from 1 to 10. And ideally, you want to get at the level 4 or less. So you want to learn your stress index and develop tools and resources. First of all, when you see yourself ratcheting up, to learn how to ratchet yourself down. Now, there's some things that just take you there. Y'all know what I mean. But when things don't just take you there and you see yourself ratcheting up, you want to be able to teach yourself how to lower your stress, okay? And keep yourself at a 4 or below. You're going to have days when you're up there, 6, 7, 8, but you don't want to stay up there, because the higher you go and the longer you stay, things start happening to your body. And that's where I was a lot of the last 3 years. I got stuck above a 10. Not cool, not cool. And I got really, really sick. Really, really sick. Okay, next slide. So coronavirus is here for a while. Let's just be real. It's here for a while. Therefore, let's explore ways to rest our minds so we can relax our bodies and de-stress. That's what tonight is about. Let's explore ways to rest our minds so we can relax our bodies and de-stress. First of all, in my book is faith. So on the screen right now, it's faith. Believing in a higher power. I'm not calling which one. On the screen, there's several different things. I got the Bible, I have a monk, I have a Muslim, I've got candles, I've got the sky. Whichever one. Believing in something that's higher than you. Faith. For me, is first. Therefore, it came first in the presentation. Next, it's your perspective. And again, I'm not trying to make you feel good, because how you feel is how you feel. This is about finding ways to relax you. On that scale of 1 to 10, if you're a 10, you're in trouble. You're in fight or flight mode, and you got to drop it down. You're a 10, you got to get to an 8. If you're 8, you got to get to a 6. If you got 6, you got to get to a 4, because you want to be 4 and below. Okay? That's what this is about. That's what tonight is about. Because all of us are not going to feel great all the time. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, none of that. None of that. And some resources later on in this presentation for that. Okay? So let's put some of this in perspective. I'm telling you now, I swiped this straight off of Facebook. We're not stuck at home. We are safe at home. Our mindset matters. We're not stuck at home. We're safe at home. Our mindset matters. And on the same slide, I have a picture from Las Vegas. because this one hurt my heart. Y'all know I used to go on Thursday nights and feed the homeless at the airport, but they're not there anymore because the airport is closed to the public. Excuse me. Las Vegas. They took the homeless in Las Vegas and I don't know where this is. I don't know if it's a parking lot, but they actually drew lines, boxes that are like 6-foot squares. And the homeless are laying outside in these boxes that are socially distanced. They're 6-foot boxes, and each one is laying in a box on the ground outside so that they are socially distanced from each other. So it's really perspective. So we're not stuck at home, we're safe at home. And these homeless in Las Vegas are laying on the ground in these boxes that are 6 feet apart. Okay, so here's some actions to take. Here's where the note taking starts. TV and social media. Limit it. I want to say eliminate, but limit your mainstream news to a maximum of 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening or less. You don't need it. You really just need the weather, weather.com. That's all you need. Eliminate all the coronavirus and negative social media. You don't need that stuff. You've seen it once, you've seen it. You don't need it. Use TV and social media for humor, jokes and comedy, funny videos. Like the 2 little cute puppies I just had that was asleep. Use it for that. I got an email from Verizon yesterday. They're giving us some extra channels for the month of April. I picked up, what was it called? Showtime for free. I picked up DIY for free. I picked up some other stuff that I'm not going to watch. But yeah, so use it for jokes, comedy, funny videos. That's TV and social media. If you're already stressed out, why are you going to watch stuff that's stressing you out more? Remember the scale, 1 to 10. You want to be 4 and below. You want to take stuff in that's going to work on getting you down to that 4 and below. So y'all should be on Zoom because I got the coolest clip arts here. So I got the cutest little dog over here. Swipe this from a soror. This dog is dressed up to shop. So I say, are you shopping cute? Most of y'all, hey Diane, most of y'all going shopping looking like you're going to rob a bank. Y'all got on a hoodie, you got on a mask. You look like you're going to rob a bank when you go shopping. Y'all giving the cashiers PTSD. Like, is this person coming to rob me or what? Y'all go in the store looking ugly. Y'all need to be shopping cute like this little dog. Y'all got to come watch this on YouTube because, I mean, I worked hard. And then this clip right over here, it's got the refrigerator with the chain around it, and it's got a 6-foot measuring tape, and the woman standing here because she's social distancing. It's got a 6-foot measuring tape between her and the refrigerator because she's social distancing. That's what you want to be using social media for. A little bit of humor, getting you down on that scale below a 4. That's what I'm talking about. As I mentioned, live streaming, video calls with friends instead of phone calls. You got this social distancing. I saw this thing on the news where this guy, he was probably like plus or minus 20, like 18 to 22. and he was social distancing from his grandmother. So they were sitting, she was in the house, and it was a screen, a glass storm door, and they were playing tic-tac-toe. So she was inside the door, and he was outside the door with a marker, like a wipe off marker. And on the glass, he had drawn tic-tac-toe, and she would point to the glass, and he would put her circle, and then he would do his X, and she would point, and they were playing tic-tac-toe, and then he would wash it off, you know, kind of like a whiteboard, and they were playing tic-tac-toe. But it was interactive video. So video calls with friends instead of phone calls and text messages. Have a theme like we did with my friends, okay? Get singles, happy hour, jazz. Have a theme. Get creative. Friend of mine lives in Minneapolis. I don't know how she did it, but she connected with an older couple that was on a 14-day quarantine, and through Skype, she was reading a book to this couple that was quarantined. I don't know if they had COVID or they were just waiting to see if they had it on that 14-day period, but they were in like the UK or something, and somehow she connected with, she in Minneapolis, and she was reading to them. I was like, how many seniors are stuck in nursing homes now? They can't have visitors. If they have a smartphone, just like we're here on Facebook, you can FaceTime them, or Zoom is free, and you can read to a senior. Your kids who are driving you up one wall and down the other, and when they drive you up the wall, it takes you over a 10, you got to get back down. Let your kids do it. Some intergenerational connectivity. This would be like a video pal. Back in the day, we used to have pen pals. Now we can have video pals. Zoom.us is free. Look into other platforms. Yes, Tiffany, you got 2 of them. Put them to work. Okay? Get creative. We are one nation now. We are one nation under God. I'm telling you, it's so many things that we can do now. Okay? The kids need something to do other than play video games and drive you crazy. Let them connect. How about this? Ask their school if that counts for service hours. I'm just saying, okay? But let's get creative. Let's get creative. And let's interact. Let's interact face to face. Let's interact. Now, let's move into meditation and mindfulness. This is really peaceful and calming. So at 5 o'clock today, I took a break. I got into my live meditation and mindfulness group. And for 30 minutes, probably about 20 because I was a little bit late, I just had some peaceful and calm. So let's talk about that. So right now, I just want you to take a really deep breath. Actually, I want you to close your eyes and just take a really deep breath in. I want you to count to 5 as you breathe in. Count to 5, take a really, really deep breath all the way deep into your diaphragm, like into your stomach, and hold it to the count of 5, and then blow it out slowly to at least the count of 8. See if you can do it to the count of 10. And I want you to do that 3 times. Just slow, deep breath, slow, deep breath. because I have a cold, excuse me, I can't do it that well. But a lot of us are shallow breathers. And taking in that extra oxygen is very good for our bodies. And if any of you are into mindfulness and meditation, and I hope that you will get into it, I'm still a very novice newbie. But when I'm able to focus and our minds naturally wander, but when I'm able to focus, it is very calming and relaxing. And don't beat yourself up when your mind wanders. But let's just, thank you, Gail. Yes, it is very soothing. I'm going to give you resources to help you get started. You want to write this down. So there's something called mindful-based stress reduction. It's actually science-backed, and it's expensive, but I have a free one. You know I would. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look it up. Mindfulness-based stress reduction. M as in Mary, B as in boy, S as in Sam, R as in Robert, MBSR. So I want you to look up Palouse, 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 MBSR. That is a free mindfulness-based stress reduction course. These classes cost like anywhere from $700 to $2,000. That is a free course based out of like University of Massachusetts Medical School. If you're in the Maryland area, Bayview Medical Center once or twice a year offers one that takes health insurance. They're not doing it now. Can I spell it again? Can you put it in the chat for me, please, Gail? P as in Paul, A-L-O-U-S-E. P as in Paul, A-L-O-U-S-E. And then the letters M as in Mary, B as in boy, S as in Sam, R. Palouse, MBSR. That's why I want you guys to come over to YouTube and watch the replay. Palouse, MBSR. Bayview Medical Center offers, and they probably won't do it this year because of COVID, they offer a course, it's the only one I know of that takes health insurance. It's an 8-week course. Yes, thank you, that's it, exactly. Gail put it in the chat on Facebook, put that in Google, and the online course will come up. Self-directed online course will come up. Now, this one, you're gonna come to Facebook. You're gonna come over to YouTube and get this link. UCLA Health offers a free mindful app. So it's uclahealth.org/UCLA-mindful. That's why y'all wanna be on Zoom. And now you're gonna come over to YouTube, because I'm not gonna repeat all of this. You're gonna come over to Zoom. You're gonna come over to YouTube. So UCLA Health offers a free mindful app, and it has all kinds of meditations, including a sleep meditation, an introduction to mindfulness, an introduction to meditation. Because again, on that scale of 1 to 10, you wanna keep your stress level at a 4 or less. This one's easy, so you can write this one down. Mindfulness exercises with an S on the end. Mindfulnessexercises.com has over 1,000 free exercises and activities for people of all ages. So get your little ones involved in mindfulness activities so that they can learn to calm themselves. And then movement, exercise, walking. You can be outside walking now. I don't know about New York City, but walking, as long as you're social distancing, online exercise videos, outside fresh air, the deep breathing exercises, you can do them anywhere. You can do them anywhere. It's a great thing to do as you're falling off to sleep at night. It's a great thing to do, okay? But movement, being outside, being in motion, movement. More resources to calm you. Go to bed early. Go to bed 1 hour earlier than you're used to. Getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep will calm you. Initially, you may just lay there with your mind racing, but if you do that consistently for like a week or two, you will start to fall asleep. Go to bed at least 1 hour earlier than you're used to. When you do, all electronics off, including the TV. We are so afraid of being bored. That's one of the problems with staying home, is that we're afraid of being alone with ourselves. All electronics off. Turn your phone off. Set it for notifications for emergencies so that, you know, certain phone numbers can beep through. Everybody else is off. No blue screens, no light, nothing. Off. Sleep is dark. Using sleep and relaxation meditations. I know that sounds like it's, you know, I'm contradicting myself, but here's what I mean. Your device is positioned with the light not visible, meaning stick it under the bed. YouTube, write this down. There's something called Honest, Honest, Honest Guys. They have sleep meditations on YouTube that are great. And then within the UCLA mindfulness app, excuse me, I told y'all I was gonna cough. There's mindfulness, there's sleep meditations. But again, you don't want the light. Put your phone or whatever on the charger under the bed, because you want total darkness, or put a mask over your eyes, whatever. Total darkness. Total darkness. Okay, so again, these are calming resources. Sleep. Your body and your brain needs to shut down. If you're going to sleep with the TV on, it's got the news on, that last thing on your brain, that's what you're going to sleep with. You're going to sleep with an action movie, that action, that stuff is in your brain, and that's what you're going to sleep on. That's not what you want. Okay, so now let's talk about some formal supports. Okay. Do not be afraid or embarrassed to reach out and get formal support. Do not be afraid. EAP, Employee Assistance Program, through your employer or your spouse's employer. If you have access to an EAP program through your job or through your spouse's job, use it. Absolutely use it. They have free counseling, use it. Typically it's online, over the phone, whatever, use it. Take advantage. If you have health insurance, go through the health insurance. Right now, if you're laid off, get medical assistance. Get medical assistance. The medical assistance enrollment period has been extended. Get medical assistance. You cannot afford to be without medical insurance right now. Absolutely must have medical insurance. Get medical insurance. Get medical assistance. If you live in a state with legalized gambling, those states are required to provide free counseling services. So, Maryland, Virginia, I'm sorry, I don't think Virginia has gambling. I should have been going north. Maryland, DC, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I don't know if New York has gambling. Connecticut does on the reservations, Indian reservations. West Virginia, all those states around me, states with casinos on Indian reservations, if they have legalized gambling, I'm not sure if the lottery counts, but I know if they have casinos, they have to have free counseling. So that, I don't know, 1-800-GAMBLING, whatever it is, I don't know what the phone number is. Reach out and take advantage. Now, on our YouTube page, there is a video. It's an old video, but the information is still valid. That video was done by a licensed mental health practitioner, and she gives tips and resources. It was done during the government shutdown of dealing with stress. On that video, she talks about how to get that free counseling, and she talks about all kinds of ways to lower your stress level. That's a phenomenal video, and it was done by a licensed mental health practitioner. So again, it's bit.ly, bit.ly/YouTube Matthews, or go to YouTube, type in Matthews on Money, and search that. Okay, search that, and that video is there. So that is a phenomenal video, because that's a licensed mental health practitioner that's helping our community, and it's very much relevant. Now these next two slides, you need to go to YouTube and look at this. The phone number for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is there. Anne Arundel County Resident Crisis Warm Line phone number, Maryland Youth Crisis Hotline phone number, Baltimore Crisis Response, Affiliated Sante. These are all local to Maryland. On the next slide, this one is national, I believe. Gilchrist is grief support. Grassroots is another counseling. And then there is an online 24/7 online chat link for support. If you're not local to Maryland, look up your local mental health resources. We're all in this together. Do not go through this alone. Do not be embarrassed or concerned about reaching out for support. Do not be embarrassed or concerned about reaching out for support. That is why I do this. Isn't this amazing? The counselor who did that video on YouTube is calling me right now. Amazing. Somebody watching right now needed this information. That's confirmation. Somebody needed these professional resources. So go to YouTube and look this up. The woman that did that video just called. So somebody needed this. Okay, now here's another amazing resource for relaxation and reducing stress. Enjoy the arts. Enjoy the arts. Experience art and culture. Because so many venues are closed, they've moved the arts online. Alvin Ailey is put performances online. Lin-Manuel, I forgot his last name. He put stuff online. Broadway has put stuff online. Orchestras, symphonies has put stuff online. The Playhouse in Baltimore. Boom, 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 boom. Across from State Highway Administration. I just drew a blank because I got an email that they have their plays online, and it's pay what you can, $5 tickets and up. Somebody type it in the chat. What's the Playhouse on not Charles Street? State Highway is on all right, somebody in Baltimore is type it in the chat. What's the Playhouse in Baltimore in Midtown? Center Stage. Thank you. Y'all didn't type it in the chat. Yeah, help me out. Center Stage in Baltimore. I just got an email that they put their plays online, pay what you can, access $5. No, not arena, Center Stage, Bev. Center Stage. Concerts are online. My boy Vernon, my favorite DJ from college, last night he had this house music party on Facebook. Vernon Freeland, you can go to his page and listen. Last night we were jamming. So there's so much stuff online where you can just explore and experience the arts. This is a great time to have your kids experience the arts. There's a guy named Daniel D that plays the violin. Excuse me. My favorite is the Black Violin. I have to check them out and see what they have put online. I love the Black Violin. So much opportunity to explore the arts and introduce your kids and see if they like the arts. The Black Violin is a great way to introduce your kids to symphony, orchestra and symphony. The Black Violin, great way to introduce kids to symphony. So take this opportunity, excuse me, to expose your children to ballet, all kinds of things, because it's all online now and it's free or low cost. Again, just to reduce your stress level. Ooh, glass of wine and some symphony or a play or a concert. I'm here to tell you, that'll bring me down to about a 2 or a 1, might even hit a 0. I'm just saying, but that's just me. Excuse me. Okay, we're almost done. Enjoy your inner child. Coloring. The dollar store has coloring books for adults. Excuse me, I told y'all I was going to cough on day 7. Coloring. Grab coloring books and crayons or color pencils. Coloring books are a way to reduce your stress. Tackle your to-do list, your task list, your wish list, your honey-do list, your procrastination list, and my favorite, you forgot to put it on the list. Uh-oh. Excuse me, I'm almost done. Spring is in bloom. I might be done. Uh-oh, might be done. Spring is in bloom. Look and smell the flowers. Start a gratitude journal. Break free of your chains. Keep calm. Excuse me. Success doesn't come to you. You got to go to it. That is the end. I got to go. I held off to the end. Excuse me, I got a cold. I got to go, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.